Hey, so somebody had commented on one of my YouTube posts, and this was a post from my Nutrition Burnout podcast, episode 9, and they commented on YouTube. The episode was about, can you lose weight without dieting? This is what I do for a living. And I just want to say that how they commented was wonderful. Love your content, but this is how I feel. I thought that was great. Instead of just how most people do it, which is just attacking. So first of all, thank you for that. I love that. I love opening up conversations. And my whole thing is everybody has health autonomy, body autonomy, right? Meaning you can do whatever you want with your health. You could do whatever you want with your body. And the thing about health is it's a lot like religion and politics. It's very polarizing. Everybody has a very strong stance usually on how they view their health. And for someone like me who has been on the extreme side, I was a former bodybuilder, I was a former collegiate athlete, and just constantly in go hard, never stop, no days off mode. And now I'm went into the world of intuitive eating, where it's allow everything, allow all foods to fit. And now I'm very much so in the middle. My whole brand is based on, if intuitive eating and athletic nutrition had a baby, I would be its cool mom. That's my brand, intuitively strong. That's what I do. I marry the two together and just have this abundant nutrition model because I still love the science of nutrition. I absolutely love how everything works in our bodies, the nutrients, the vitamins, how our bodies adapt, and how also the psychological sense of it is involved in it as well, especially for people like me who were binge eaters, former people with disordered eating patterns or eating disorders, or even just for people that have been chronically dieting and they don't know how to eat balanced and just eat again without having a plan. And they just want to live their life and be healthy, but without following rules or tracking everything. And this person had commented on my channel. And again, thank you for the comment. This person said, hey, I'm loving your channel, but saying that healthy doesn't have a size isn't true. What I had said in my podcast was health doesn't have a size. And I believe that wholeheartedly. They go on to say, healthy has a huge range of sizes, but it has clear limits. They go on to say, I was unhealthy skinny and my cousins, two closest friends in the past, are obese, like 340 kilograms and 280 kilograms. And that idea that healthy has no size held me back and holds them back. Most people, when healthy, will not be fat. They go on to say, I saw a lot of people redefining fat to include perfectly normal bodies as fat. And I think that made people think, I know X person and they are fat and they ran a marathon. So being fat isn't a problem. And the same for being thin. I saw this person that is really skinny and really strong. So having 8% body fat will have no effect on my health. We need to normalize the normal again. You can be lean without being thin, and you can be bulky without being fat. A skinny person is someone with not enough fat, and a fat person is a person with too much fat. They go on to say, sorry if I sound preachy, but I am really dedicated to the idea that we should normalize the normal. Sadly, I can't say again because I don't think we ever did. Love your content. Hugs from Brazil. And again, thank you so much for putting this out there, because I think in a way we're saying the same thing, but in different languages, if that makes sense. And I don't mean from different countries. I mean, this is how I view a lot of things. When people are in an argument, a lot of times they're saying the same thing and their views are here and here, but it's just in metaphorical different languages. So I would love to explain my stance on how I feel about saying that health doesn't have a size, because I truly believe that health does not have a size. And again, this is my opinion. This is my view. This is what I believe to be true. I don't like to consider myself an extremist on either end. I like to think I'm very much so in the middle of a lot of things, because just because I can't do something or heal my relationship with food, counting macros, doesn't mean somebody else can. But for the people that are like me, I create a home for them. I want to put this out there that people who are like me, who have a very anxiety-ridden lifestyle around food. I was a very all or nothing person, to where it was I was either on or off, right? On the wagon, off the wagon, black or white. There was never an in between, never a middle. Middle was too hard. Balance was too hard. If you told me I could have a cookie, but only a little bit, I'd be like, no, I'm either having all of the cookies or I'm having none at all. Like, this is how I work. Who are constantly thinking about food 24/7, about if they should eat this or shouldn't eat this, or if this is too much food or not enough food, or if this is the right food to eat, or if it's not the right food, diet hopping, constantly eating by the clock, not knowing what your hunger or fullness feels like, all of those things, then we are not the general population. We are the people that need help in a different way. And I say this because health is not a look. Health is a state of mind. Health is a state of self-care. Health is a state of self-respect. Health is not a look. And saying that it is, in my view, is like saying that, okay, only healthy people have a size 7 shoe and you should be in this shoe. If you're not, then you're not healthy. You know, for me being 5'2", my 8.5 boats would be out. I wouldn't be considered healthy. And it's the same standard with BMI. I mean, technically, if we look at something like this is the healthy range that we should be in, technically, because I'm 5'2", I should be at a weight according to BMI where I am actually only there when I am in active eating disorders. I currently right now I am overweight and borderline obese right now for my size, for my height. So to kind of box people in like that and say, well, this is a look, this is a size, it's kind of, you know, putting them into your own boxes. So whereas somebody might be in a place where they might be at their healthiest, but the healthiest for them, not for you, but for them. I have clients that range from all different weights and all different sizes, like seriously, all of them. And their thought process is, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be at this weight, but if they go any lower, they're in eating disorder land. They're healthy, their blood pressure is great, like all of their vital signs are wonderful. They work out regularly and they're still at that state. It doesn't mean that they're unhealthy. There's no like, you know, okay, if you have a shape of your body and it's not the right shape, then you're out. If you look this way or if you weigh this amount, then you're out. You know, to me, it's like, if we can accept that people are naturally smaller, why can't we accept that some people are just naturally bigger? I mean, genetics do play a big role into this. And as long as we're taking care of ourselves, moving our bodies in ways that support our lifestyles, and, you know, making sure that, you know, we're not, you know, huffing and puffing when we walk up the stairs, to make sure that we move our bodies in ways that really kind of support us and enhance our lives rather than take over our lives. To me, health has no look. It really has no look, and it has no size, because who am I to dictate how somebody looks or how somebody should look based on my view? I am a person of small privilege. I really am. And I believe that that is a thing. I used to not. I used to be completely where you are, to where, nope, fat people just need to work out more. Like, that's ridiculous. How can they not do that? I used to think that a lot until I started like following people like Sarah Robles, who's an Olympic athlete, who is somebody who is very healthy, works out a lot. And if you look her up, she's an incredible athletic Olympic lifter. And she's being healthy. She is literally that person who embodies health. But just because she doesn't look that way, that doesn't mean anything. You know, who are we to say that because you don't fit into this box that society wrote out for us, that you're not being healthy? But really, I think that's what pushes people, is that chronic dieting, that chronic going on that strict plan, and then binge eating because your body just biologically can't support that little food. And then you're chronically dieting, then binge eating, chronically dieting, then binge eating. And it's just this vicious cycle to where people actually that go on those diets all the time because they think, oh my gosh, I'm a person who is outside of that weight range. That means I'm not healthy. Right now, they're in this mode of, I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight at all costs, or else I'm not healthy. When really, I think that puts more anxiety on them. That puts more like absolute pressure on them to lose weight and lose it fast, that they're doing unhealthy things to get there. That doesn't mean that they don't deserve health. It just means that maybe they're being fed this bullshit of, take these detox teas and, oh, go on keto, go on paleo, go on intermittent fasting. When I was going for health, right, I thought what I was doing was really healthy. I was chasing the look. I was chasing the look of health. I told myself that I had to be in the normal BMI, right? I had to get in there because being in that normal BMI was going to make me a healthier person. Plus, I would lose weight. And I come from a Mexican background. That's our genetics, right? And I can get to that incredibly lean side, but it takes me eating disorders and disordered eating patterns to get there. So as I'm chasing that look of health, so let's say people are chasing that box that we're all trying to fit them in of, okay, this is what normal is. Yeah, there's a larger scale and a smaller scale of normal, but this is what that scale is. And if people are trying to get in there, then they might do what I did, which was I'm going to forego the very high fiber, multi-grain bread because it has too many carbs in it. And I'm going to get the rice cake instead. So now I'm getting less calories, but I'm missing out on those nutrients. I'm missing out on those crucial vitamins that are going to be the key to my health. And my clients that come to see me are like, I love working out. I love being healthy. I love eating vegetables, but I need to lose weight. And I'm like, well, why? Say, because I need to get to this size. Well, what is it about that size that you need to be at? I don't know. It's just this number that I have to be at. Like I absolutely have to be at this number. So it's important to get into the psychology of this, not just the look of it or, the box of it. It's important to get into the psychology because it's this stigma of I have to lose weight to be down to this certain size. And when we really get into it deep, it's the main goal with my clients is to help them find their natural physique set point, which is where their weight sits at a place where they're being healthy, but still enjoying life, where they're moving their body on a consistent basis, not just starting and stopping these hardcore programs over and over again, year after year. It's to where they're like, I can't get a workout in, but you know what? I can get a quick walk in. Let me just go for a walk really quick. Or even if they're like, okay, I was supposed to strength train 3 times this week and I got 2 in, that's still phenomenal. We're still being consistent rather than trying to crush that 6-day-a-week program. And then you never said this, so I'm not saying that you did, but a lot of people will tell me that because I do allow all foods to fit in my world, I believe that people should learn how to keep the foods that they love in their lives rather than spending their whole lives trying to keep them out. I'm all about balance. I allow all foods to fit. I don't restrict anything in my clients. I don't tell them what numbers to do or anything like that, but we do have spectrums to where it's like, how far do you want to go? Because this is the spectrum you can go on. We start here and then we move slightly over to the fact of just being more intentional about, I want to add more vegetables in. I want to add more protein in. I want to make sure that I'm satiated enough so where I don't want to overeat at night, because that's my biggest problem. I usually overeat at night. So we work on a lot of those things. And because of that, and again, you're not saying this, but people tell me that I'm promoting obesity, or that, because I don't believe that health has a size, that I'm promoting obesity. And to me, that's like saying just because my brother who is gay is getting married to a man means that everybody who gets married is going to turn into a homosexual. Like, just because somebody does it doesn't mean you have to do it. Everybody, like I believe in, has body autonomy. Maybe there's somebody out there who just truly and honestly doesn't care about health. Maybe like health is the last, they do the bare minimum, they do what they want, but they don't mind living in that bigger body, or in just even an unhealthy body, even at a smaller size, because of the look. And they're just like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is right now. I don't care, but because I want to focus on my career, I want to focus on this. I want to go out and have drinks every night, do this. That's their prerogative. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It's not going to change how I view my health or how I do my health, right? It's not going to change that at all. And then in that same token, like, let's say that person that we're talking about just doesn't really care about health. And they're like, I move around for work. I walk, a couple miles a day at work and a store because I go back and forth, putting out inventory or doing whatever. And I'm fine with that. I really don't like working out, and that's not my jam. I like vegetables, but I don't know. I don't really want to focus on adding them in. That's their prerogative. And let's say that person that we're talking about there, let's give you two scenarios. So you have a person that lives in a bigger body that has that same lifestyle, that same attitude toward health, to where they're like, meh, I'll do the bare minimum to stay alive and to keep my body moving and healthy, but I want to focus on A, B, and C, which are not related to health. Okay. And then you have this person over here, same exact thing, same exact lifestyle, don't really care about health, but I'm going to do the bare minimum because I want to focus on A, B, and C over here. But this person lives in a smaller body. They live in a small to medium sized body. So this person is criticized for doing the exact same thing, but this person isn't, just because of the way that they look, just because they actually fit into that box genetically. So, and you could say this too with, with people who actually do love the health life. Maybe there's somebody over here who loves the health life and they live in a bigger body and they're doing the same things as this person over here, right? And this person lives in a smaller body. And so it's so hard to say that health has a size when clearly, I could put every single person on this planet on the exact same diet and everybody would still look different. So I could literally take somebody in your box of normal sized health, and they could have a totally unhealthy relationship with food, meaning they binge eat, they purge, they have anorexia, they have orthorexia, any of those things, among many other things, but nobody would bat an eye because they're in the box. But yet someone over here that is outside of the box, either overweight or underweight classified, they could have the exact same issues, but now we're worried about them because they don't look like how this person does. So that is my stance on why health really doesn't have a size, because health looks and feels different on everyone. My health is not going to be right for your health. What I do on a daily basis might be totally different for you, and that's okay. It should be. Health is like a fingerprint. Health is so unique to every single person because it doesn't just involve the physical, it involves the mental, it involves the psychological aspects that people don't take account into. So that's my talk today. And again, I want to thank you for bringing this out here, and also thank you again for bringing it out in a very non-attacking way. I appreciate you bringing this up. It's something that I think more people should hear on. And, as long as you hear both sides, I think that you should make your own educated decision on it. Not telling you to only think this way or to do that. Maybe you're going to take my way and kind of shape it in your form, whatever you want to do, but that is my opinion on it. So, all right, my friends, it's been fun. I hope I see you guys around.